You're listening to a Canadian movie crew production.
Bodycam is the story of two police officers wanting to cover up a shooting. Or is it?
It's the Or Is It Movie Podcast. And now, your hosts, Derek and Mean Mark.
Welcome back to the Or Is It Movie Podcast, where we try to find the real story behind the story. I'm Derek.
I mean, Mark.
And if you've ever come face to face with demon-possessed homeless people, we'd appreciate it if you dropped a comment and subscribe to our show on your streaming service of choice. And if you enjoy the show, call Dispatch and tell someone. Today, taking a look at 2025's Bodycam, and we decided to call in a couple of extra guests from Hoodrat Recap podcast. Our good friends Kevin and Gaspar are back. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thanks for having us, man. How you guys been?
Good,
Always good to be with you both, especially when you pick a terrible horror movie like.
I feel like you did this for me. I felt like after Turbulence, you guys were out to get me, and you're like, "How can we get Kevin back?"
Yeah,
and we're gonna make him watch Bodycam again.
You asked off the air who do we piss off, and it's no. It's not who did we piss off.
I got you.
Yeah.
I see what you did there. All right.
No, this one, I have to start off with the a formal apology to all three of you. This was my find. I was going through some movies from last year, and I thought, the idea of it sounds pretty cool. Download it, acquire it.
And
Edit that. And started watching it and realized what it was. This is where I contacted Gaspar and go, "Hey, you might have some experience with this. Check this out, and maybe down the line we can do this." And then
Because
here
you
we
thought
are.
in all
Here
of
we
his
are.
years on the force, he's had demonic possessions and homeless
I
people
just-
trying to possess.
I
I'm just
absolutely
curious.
have.
Sure.
I'm curious where
This is
his
where-
expertise level ended.
This is where we ask Gaspar, how much of this is real?
Oh, I'll
Okay.
definitely weigh in on that.
I hope so. That's what this is for.
Cannot wait for that.
So we can welcome to the show Jamie M. Kalika, Sean Rogerson, Catherine Lowe Hagquist, Chris Cassian. Welcome back, Keegan Connor Tracy.
Really?
Yes.
Somebody's been on this show before. In what movie?
Final Destination 2.
There we go. Yeah.
She was the uppity businesswoman that smoked and got her head sliced in from the back by the pole, where she got the airbag goes off when they're trying to rescue her out of the van, and her head gets flung back into the pole.
Yep.
I think she's one of the wives in this movie.
No, she's the mother.
No, she's not the mother.
That's what she's credited as.
Oh, the mother of the baby.
Oh, the mother of the baby. Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the
Yeah,
baby
yeah.
mom, not
the officer's mom.
Officer Jackson's mom.
No.
I was going to say.
No.
The
I mean, that's some
mother-
good acting if she is.
No.
I mean, she went method. That's
Somebody would have complained about that in a second.
yeah.
Yeah. No kidding.
All right, let's get to the nonsense. So this is Bodycam. This is a movie that starts off. We are in a cop car.
We don't know what city it's in, do we?
No.
No,
It does look like it's like a smaller town, like just judging from how the whole thing runs.
Well, it had a downtown core, right? So
Right. I mean, not podunk, but like,
yeah.
Moderate sized city, like
right.
yeah.
So any city city, comma any, yeah.
Right. Yeah. City, comma your, just
Yeah. And they're just driving around and they're tailing a guy who was doing something. They decide to fuck with him. Gaspar, is this something?
Yeah, this is where I wrote my first note. So the cops are dicks. I mean, because it's kind of ridiculous. There is no cop in the world that sits there and goes like, "Ooh, that guy was on his cell phone. Let's go scare him." Like it just wouldn't happen. Like,
or is it?
Here's the secret about writing summonses: no cop wants to do it. Like, it's not fun. It just isn't. It's literally something you get told you have to do, and so you go and you get them done, and it's like a chore.
Right. But yeah, the little like the little jaw jacking. Yeah, he sees us and he put his cell phone down and stuff like.
Right.
That kind of stuff happened, or
not really. I mean, it's something you might call somebody out on, where it's like, look, I saw it to your ear, and then you put it down in your lap. I'm not stupid, but like,
yeah.
So you should have just pulled him over and gave him a warning at least, like, hey, man, like,
right,
look, yeah, I just caught you. I'm not going to do nothing but a warning, and just, I guess, right, instead of just being a dick about it.
I mean, I guess it just establishes them as like kind of tools.
That's funny. That's our heroes, ladies and gentlemen. I like how they put a warning at the beginning of this one. Did you guys have that on your DVD?
Yes. They tend to do that with most found footage films to try and give it this sense of gravitas and like, oh, this is a real thing. And that was one of my main problems with this film. As it progresses, the found footage first person aspect ratio gets played very loose and fast in a lot of places. Like, hey, where's that camera coverage coming from? Like, what camera
is that?
Right. Like, where is the one on the corner post of the car that's shooting in while they're driving? Like, I've never seen that camera ever in a car. Like, there's just some of those very loose and fast rules that they just throw out.
Yeah. He's very well backlit for being, for just standing around with his body cam, Yeah, but I do like this, the idea of a warning. It's like, ooh, warning, scary movie may be scary. Oh, okay, thanks.
Right. Thanks.
Yeah, on Shudder, of all places.
The word Shudder appearing before that didn't tell me anything, but no.
Yeah. This is also a Shudder original, so if you weren't sure, like, they paid to produce the film, so if you know anything about the site, like, it's their film. You expect it to be scary.
Right, and they are a horror streaming service, right? That's their specialty? Yeah.
That's what they do. I mean, if it was a rom-com, I would have been more frightened.
Yeah, but
it's funny you say that. Most of these actors are from Hallmark Christmas movies.
Are they?
I'm not kidding.
There you go. That's pretty telling.
But that's my point, though, is that, okay, you signed up for Shudder. I think you know what you bought, right? Like, now they've got to warn you in every single movie that, just so you know, you paid for a horror service, okay? Like, just, our customers are dumb,
I will have you know that Slacks was also a Shudder original. In case you got, just to throw it back, Shudder has made some gems, though.
There was no warning before that movie. Bad movie might be bad. That should have been on that one.
I have a question. So does that mean... Is it that you're a Hallmark movie actor and like when things aren't going well, you do really bad horror movies to make the bills? Or are you a really bad horror movie actor and you do the Hallmark movies to make the bills?
Or you're just a bad actor?
Yes. Just yes.
That's all it is.
If you ask him, they'll just say yes.
Work is work,
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You do either to make the bills. That's the answer.
Yeah. This is about as far as you go. Okay, you're a working actor, sure. Pay them bills, get it done. You get to make pretend for a living, so all right.
Yeah. So they get a call, and there's a domestic disturbance at this house at 1616 or something. I don't know. I don't even know if it matters.
Do you even know the address? That's impressive.
It's 16 something Rise Street.
Is it? Oh.
Foreshadowing.
Also,
I see what you did there.
And I think the call comes in as like an unknown situation, which often happens. And they're guessing that it's a domestic because it's the part of town it's in. It's like that's the tweaker part of town.
Yeah.
And
it's Drugville, USA or whatever.
Right.
Oh, like the little tent villages and stuff.
It's like tent cities or
tent
something.
cities, yeah.
But
I mean, that was really crazy. Like there's no cars parked on those streets, but there's houses. But literally, there's like full encampments of tents set up in like the curbside where you would park your car as they're just getting to this call, which was quite the visual to set up. I think just to try to say how poor that part of town is. And then we also learned that the one cop, Officer Jackson's mom, lives 5 minutes from there. So you're like, oh, okay, cool. Like I see this has got to go somewhere because who cares if she's not going to be a part of this movie at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, he makes fun of it, and all of a sudden, hey, my mom lives here. It's like, oh, sorry, bro.
Sorry, bro.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't keep getting the visual out of my head of like our hero, the guy with standard issue cop mustache in every movie cop.
Jackson, yeah.
No,
that's Bryce.
That's Bryce.
Bryce. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. The idea that
don't they both have mustaches?
They do. They're standard issue. It comes with the body cam, mustache. Like it's all standard issue stuff, right, Gaspar? Yeah,
it's the second thing they give you in the academy.
In the academy, yeah. Like I think you start growing one day one, right, of the academy, and that's why it's 6 weeks because you got to grow it out fully,
right,
before you graduate. No, I get that. But I just like the idea that this guy is actually. He was like, fuck, we got to cover up this shooting. Oh, fuck. And then the next day he could be on a different set. Go, now, Timmy, here's the real meaning of Christmas. Like, it's just...
yeah.
It is true.
It's just I just couldn't get that out of my head for a second there. All right.
I put a hat on a snowman. Now I have a wife.
Yeah.
Hotter Frosty, I guess.
Yeah. Oddly enough, still starring Jennifer Love Hewitt. Anyway.
Yeah.
As the snowman.
So they get to the house and they hear screaming from inside. They go to call for backup, and the radios don't work.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe that's a red flag.
So this is where I kind of gave them a little bit of grace because it's like if this is a smaller town, that could happen. You know, I mean, there's even parts in New York where the radio don't work great. Like especially if you're what we call a topside cop. There's your transit cops, and then there's the people who work in the street. The radio I would bring down to the subway does not work great in the subway. It's just not built for that.
Not in the subway, sure.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean,
so
you
in
have
a smaller
phone,
town,
don't you?
True, not in this movie.
Although
they do take out cell phones later.
For some reason, that works. The cell phone works.
Right.
The
The radios
phone works. He calls his wife from inside the house later on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, for some reason that works. What did they let the call go through so they could trace it? You know,
right.
These
but I mean, the whole idea
demons,
of like it doesn't seem like backup is particularly close, and that's something that's not surprising to them. You know what I mean? Where it's like in a major city, it would be like, "I will get another car here because I'll have one here in 60 seconds." In a smaller city, it'll be like, all right, we have to go in. We'll call for backup, but they'll get here at some point.
That was my thing. Like backup won't get here fast. Fine. But make backup get there.
Right.
You know what I mean? If
Right.
the backup's a little late, just have them bring chips. Like
just
that's
do
You would think they would have. You would think they would have called the 24-hour exterminator too, because as soon as they open the door, all those rats come running out. You'd be
Right.
like, all right, what are we walking into? Before we go crazy, we should get pest control over here too, just in case.
Right. And in a real scenario, that might be nothing going on here. Gotta go.
The TV was on. Yeah, the TV was on. It was just the TV. It's okay.
Yeah, they told us everything was good. We just left. It was fine.
Everything is fine now. How are you? You know, like it was.
Right. Exactly.
So they hear screaming and they go into the house. Like, okay, it's a horror movie. They have to go into the house without backup. Fine.
And in fairness, that would be real.
Okay.
Like
But don't
exigent circumstances
split
and all
up.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, any
I'm
D&D
gonna go
player
down,
knows
you
not
go
to split
up.
the party. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And of course, they go in the house and there's no light. So on top of it, like the electricity doesn't work. So we got to do it by flashlight just to give an added layer of
Spookiness.
doom,
Yeah.
right? Spookiness to it. Like, here we go. You go down. I'm going to go up and we'll clear the house and figure out what's going on.
Right.
Cool.
And hope we don't fall through the floors.
Right. And we're going to radio to each other on the radios that we've already established.
Don't work.
Don't
Yeah.
That was my note. It's
That's
like,
it.
yeah, because if the radios didn't work outside, they sure as ass aren't going to work inside.
Mhm.
So.
And it's a big empty house, like as if you're gonna be like, "Hey, Jackson," you know what I mean? And he's not gonna.
Right.
You could
You would
fart
think.
in that house; they'd hear you. Like it's just.
There are a few points too where they're like calling out to each other, but it's more like just in speaking voice, not like he's trying to really get his attention. He's like, Bryce, are you here? Bryce. And I'm like, but he's supposed to be 2 floors up. How's he going to hear you?
Right.
I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, you ever live in a 2-story house when your mom called you? Like, jeepers, she got her mom voice on and she got your attention. Didn't matter how loud the music was.
Now, in your version of the movie, did you notice that there were subtitles? When they were going into the house, there were subtitles, and then when they get into the house, the subtitles stop.
So I did not have subtitles on my version, but I was getting my movie from elsewhere. So
I was actively looking.
When
for
we
a way to
watched
shut
it
them
on
off.
Shudder, there were subtitles in the beginning when they're with the car, but then they go away. Like when they're playing with the car with the cell phone, you could see, but then it goes away. Weird too.
That is weird.
Yeah. Why
weird.
would they start with subtitles and then not?
It's a Shudder exclusive.
Well, it got expensive.
Shudder only paid for subtitles for like the first 7 minutes, and then they're like, we're going to just not pay for the rest of them. So,
oh, you know what it was? The person that was doing the subtitles had to go to a Christmas movie and do subtitles over there, so they couldn't finish this job. They had to leave it. Yeah,
yeah.
They actually had a crew.
It's like they literally went, wait, that's the price per word?
Hey, Timmy, this is the real meaning of Christmas.
Wait a minute, they pay by the word. I've got a whole monologue coming up soon.
Yeah, we'll cut that. Yeah.
Hey, Timmy, your services are no longer required.
Oh no, we'll cut Timmy. Timmy's soliloquy in the middle of the. Now, Gaspar, is it standard operating procedure to just warn the bad guys? Like, this is the police. I'm coming downstairs. If you're committing any crimes, you better stop now, please. Like, that's Canadian, but still.
So as we were watching it the second time, I was trying to pay special attention to, how much of this is actual real procedure. So like them going into the house upon hearing the scream is legit.
Sure.
And the announcement of going into someone's house, that is something you would do. So, I mean, it was pretty on par for like the first 30 seconds.
They tried to not splitting up.
Nah. I would probably, I mean, if you were clearing a house, maybe, but like, then I wouldn't be going in. I mean, if you're clearing a house, you're expecting someone to come back at you.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and at this point, they heard one scream, so isn't it like both of them should just find who was screaming and
in the direction of the scream?
Situation from there.
That's where you would go.
Right. And said, I'll check the fridge. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, and that's the weird thing about it.
Cupboard clear.
Apparently, there's only a top floor and a basement in this house. Like, there's no side living room. There's no side, like, they don't check a parlor. There's nothing. Like, the one guy's like, I'm going upstairs. The other guy's like, I'm going downstairs. Cool.
Those are the non-haunted rooms.
Ghosts don't like a foyer for some reason. I don't know why. It's just they go
don't like the living room for obvious reasons.
Well,
right, true. You know what? I missed that one.
That's the name of the room.
Right.
Yeah.
It's right there. So
Officer Jackson goes upstairs. And Officer
Jackson
Bryce
goes upstairs.
Downstairs. Yeah.
Bryce goes downstairs, and Bryce finds a room with a hole in the ground, the word "rise" written on the wall, and he turns around to see a man holding something under a blanket.
Correct.
Yeah.
And the man is walking towards him. Now, as that's going on, Officer Jackson upstairs finds a woman who has bloody hands, a bloody t-shirt around her abdomen, and she's not saying anything.
And he found a dead dog in a baby cradle.
A massacred dog in the bassinet first.
Jerks, you leave the dog out of this.
Right.
Do all that stuff to yourself if you want. Leave the dogs out of it, man.
And like she's got blood in very specific parts to sort of allude to a birth or something, but yet you have a bloody dog, so like you're trying to figure it all out.
The blood. I thought it was from the sacrifice. I figured it was. No,
Wait, was there
I
a sacrifice? Did I miss that? Was that in the unedited version? Oh, the dog sacrifice.
I'm assuming the dog is that, right? Like the
gotcha.
Yeah, like the dog didn't cut itself open.
Right.
Now, does the dead dog's head not snap at them?
Yes,
I thought it
did.
moved towards him, and then he turns around to see the girl in the doorway, and then he tries to radio and call for Bryce, who can't hear him anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know why
Okay.
we're questioning it? It's because it's frickin' shaky cam.
Yeah,
And you
Mark's
can't
favorite.
see
It is
shit.
true. It is true.
Oh, I almost
Mark's favorite shaky cam.
Oh, friggin' shaky cam has been irking me for decades now.
But can you blame the shaky cam? It's a body cam. The guy's nervous. He just saw a dog jump at him. There's a creepy chick behind him. I might shake a little. I mean, Mark, you gotta give him a little credit. Like,
I'm not saying within the parameters of the movie. I'm saying as a film choice. I'm going meta here.
all right.
The filmmakers choosing shaky cam by means of body cam. This one actually, kind of makes sense. And I know the found footage. It's a guy with an old camcorder running around the forest or wherever he is, and shit's gone wild. But that doesn't mean I can see what's going on.
Right.
So this is what happens. This is exactly why I didn't want to go in the soapbox, but here I am. This is why we're questioning what's happening in the scene. You shot the movie to show us what's happening in the scene, and it's so damn shaky, we can't see what's happening in the scene. Why is this a choice?
But I mean, on the same level of like when you're watching a show or a movie and it's just so dark, it's just black. And
The last
There's
couple
a scene
episodes of Game
happening.
of Thrones.
right, where it's
Yeah.
like, why is it this dark? Like, I'm sorry. It's just no reason for it to be this dark.
Yeah. But I'm going to make my movie pitch black, and I'll make it shaky cam, but it'll be all at nighttime, so you'll never know.
Breaking Bad was very big on that. They had it was like the Sony Red Cam was like the big thing. I remember listening to their podcast talking about how, we got the Sony Red Cam and we could film like a matchstick in the middle of the desert at night, and you'll see the matchstick. And it's like, but why?
Yeah, why would you do it?
Why would you want to do that?
Yeah. And so then, like, Officer Jackson sees this woman who mumbles shit. Like, no idea what she's saying. She's like talking under her breath. And he's like trying to interrogate her, like, get some answers, and she's not saying anything. And then, like,
it's trying
we
to do
cut
the right
away
thing.
from that to Bryce in the basement with the guy who we've discussed. And it's like, all right, we're getting a little loose in the protocol here.
That's horror movie right there.
I get it. I know you
You're
suspend a lot of
teasing
disbelief.
both sides, and then all of a sudden they cut back to Jackson upstairs, and you hear gunshots.
Right.
At what point, though, are you saying, I'll go cover the front lawn by the car and where the comms work again? Do you know what I mean?
When the rats come out the door.
Go back to where the radio
You found
works.
Gaspar's weakness.
Right.
Yeah.
Rat was it. He wasn't in the house.
So I'm not going in there. Which, by the way, because I forgot to mention this note, did you catch that when they're going into the house after they hear the scream and they go over the radio to talk to the dispatch, they ask them to give them the red. And I'm like,
yes, I heard that.
Wait, what? Like,
Give them the red.
I'm assuming they're asking for permission to enter the house. And look, I don't know what the policies are in this particular city, so maybe they need to get permission from the radio before they go in. But like, why would you ask for the red?
But
unless you really don't want to go in the
they
house.
didn't get the red.
See, I was
Right.
actually taking it the other way because red usually means stop. So maybe
Yeah.
they're hoping dispatch
Like-
would be like, please tell us we don't have to go into this shit show because
Right.
this is going to ruin our lives. Like, any day, dispatch, you want to give us the red, and then it never happens, and now we're stuck in this movie.
Ma, I kind of don't wanna.
It's like waking up did they call the war off? No. Okay. All right. I'm going. Yeah.
Are the buses canceled? Is it a snow
Oh,
day?
that's it right there. Yeah, they were asking for a snow day. But who's working the radios then? That's giving them permission? Like, tell me. I've always wondered about that. Who's on the other side of that call there?
I mean, there's a dispatcher. I mean, they have them in any city.
How much authority does the dispatcher have though? Like the go no go? Like should
Not
that be
in
the
New York,
captain?
I can tell you that.
I was gonna say.
In New York, it's the guy on the scene makes that decision.
I was gonna say the dispatcher. Yeah, that's like call center. I could get that job, or it's like a call center job. I wouldn't want it,
Right.
but
Hey, dispatch, can we get the red? I don't know what's in there. Lots of reds. Yeah. I'll give you the red on that one. Yeah, fuck the reds.
yeah. Come back during the daytime.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that district is in a horror movie right now, so please come back during daylight hours.
They're doing a Christmas movie during the day.
You'll like it a lot
That's
better.
why it's only shot at night, because during the day it was Christmas.
The Christmas movie?
set.
Yeah.
Who's the chick?
Timmy will be there at 6. He's punctual.
Hey, is Lacey Chabert there? Yeah. No? Then you go ahead in there. You're in the horror.
We're in the horror part of the day. You go.
Yeah. Go on. During the Christmas part, go down to the coffee shop. You'll be.
Yeah.
So that's also the weird thing, because the dad's holding this bundle.
Yeah.
The cop's telling him to stop, stay back. And then you see this like fumbly footage and you hear the gunshot. And then all of a sudden Jackson's like, hey, creepy girl with the blood on you, fuck you. I'm running down the stairs to see what's going on, and just leaves this chick unsecured up
You're
there.
You're still
and
standing.
Right. No cuffs, no nothing.
Not to mention that, like, dead dog in the crib, bloody woman.
Yeah.
You're going on the ground and getting handcuffed. That's
what I figured.
We'll
At least you got to stop a little bit.
later. Like,
right.
You're leaving a suspect behind you. I think that's not a good thing.
Right. Which is really a weird sort of flex. I got this. I'm going to run down and help. And then you see the guy on the ground, the girl, the dad, the bundle.
I guess they figure that like they're all tweakers, right? So they're not like, she's not really doing much. She's just sort of sitting there high on. That's their assumption.
That's their assumption.
That they're all high as shit. So they're not going anywhere.
I've seen those bad salts videos where the guy's trying to eat the dude's face on the bridge in Florida. So, like, I don't know that I trust anybody on anything. So
I've never done it. So yeah, couldn't tell you.
That's my thing. Okay, so side tangent here, and maybe Gaspar, maybe you have more experience with this. Like, I've never done meth.
I've never either.
No. I'm not saying that.
I like the way you set that up, Gaspar. You know the meth that you used to do. I've never done it. So can you set the stage
Are you
for me?
mething right now? Is that a thing? Could you, just so we can see what? No.
Right. Could you explain?
I've never done meth, but the high must be fantastic. You know what I mean? I'm not advocating for meth use. Don't get me wrong. But
this podcast brought to you by meth. You know,
it rots your teeth. It literally kills brain cells.
Mm-hmm.
Has all these negative effects. Makes you see things. Makes you act like a feral animal. Almost gets you arrested almost every single time.
So
but there has to be an upside.
By comparison,
you know what I mean?
I haven't heard much said about meth. It's not very big in New York, but I think it was Roger Daltrey once said about heroin that the first time you do heroin, it is 100 times better than your first orgasm. Which, that's a hell of a sales pitch.
I mean,
okay,
sure, but I mean, ecstasy. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I don't know. Maybe it's me. My first orgasm sucked. Like, it was like that first fumbly time. Like, you're not really good at it. Like,
especially
not
for
throwing
her.
myself on blast. Like, I feel like I've gotten better. So if I'm comparing it to that one, then Roger, you're really not.
I'm
I
cured.
think they
now.
need more sensation for the person having the orgasm.
I got you. All right. I was like, Roger, maybe. Sorry, we weren't all you the first time.
And that's why they call it chasing the dragon, because it's never as good as the first time.
Right.
But they call it chasing the dragon. You don't want to catch a dragon.
I've seen that. Game of Thrones.
I catch it
never
on
ends well.
Sunday. I get.
Yeah. I'm chasing the pizza over here. I'm chasing a beer. You know, like it's yeah.
So they run down, and he gets into the thing, and he sees that what the man was holding was actually a baby.
Right.
And this is where Officer Jackson, the level-headed one, says, "Hey, we got to call this in." And Bryce, who is
a dope,
this totally blows my mind, because he says, "Nope, can't do it. They're gonna blame me." And I'm like, there has to be a backstory here, right? Like, there has to be, like, he was under AI,
right?
IA investigation,
right?
Before, you know what I mean?
And this is like the part of every bad horror movie where I'm like, if there was just a little bit of writing, just a little, you could make this scene work. Because as displayed, and it is all on body cam because that's all the gimmick here. It's like, it looked pretty good to me.
Like he was holding something. He wasn't following the orders. It could have
Crazy
been a
guy,
weapon.
Charges
looks
at
like he's
him.
all
You don't know
whacked
what
out.
it is.
Right.
Might get off as a good shooting.
Could have been a
I probably
bomb.
would have taken the shot myself. But
yeah, I don't know what I would have done in that position, but I've never trained for any of that stuff. So.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and I understand, like, never good when the outcome is and you shot the baby, but like, sure, there'll be explaining to do.
See, and that's the weird thing about it too, because I thought the baby was dead already. I don't think he shot.
We'll never know.
We'll never know. But in my brain, that baby was dead already.
True.
Right.
You know,
no, that's not true. Sorry, I'm disagreeing with Gaspar. When they replay the footage later, when they go to that tech person's place that was going to help them erase it, I looked, and the gun, like, I know it's just prop gun. The gun was pointed right at the guy's chest, not at his abdomen where he was holding the baby.
Right.
So it looked like he got 2 in the chest, and the baby didn't.
Right.
That's how I thought.
So-
I took it that the baby was already dead, and he just shot the guy. I didn't take it that he killed the baby. And then it gets into this weird where Jackson's like, "We can't cover this up," and I'm like, "I think the baby was dead. Can we confirm that there's a bullet in this kid?" Like. And he's like,
he goes
"There's
looking
no
for
through."
the bullets, but
Right. They did. It was not a very good look for the bullets by any standard of.
Not to mention the fact that what are you exactly covering up? Because like he's thinking through this, and it's like, well, it is all on body cam, first of all, so there's no getting rid of
I was
that.
going to say, there's
And
body cam.
Dispatch sent you there. You know, like, what are you going to do? Close the door quietly behind you and like, oh, what happened? Like, you went there.
yeah, the body cam footage shows you at the door.
Backing out slowly.
Right.
Yeah. Ooh, rats! And run away like on body cam. Yeah. Yeah. So I think the baby was already dead.
You see on body cam that he's walking towards him. He's telling him to stop. He's got his guns drawn. He's telling him to stop. It's perfectly reasonable that any police officer would say, "Okay, you were right to shoot."
Right.
It's like,
it's not going to be a fun day.
Yeah, but the guy didn't say like, "Please help my baby" or "Help me." He says nothing. He groans and falls at him. Like,
doesn't open the towel to reveal that it's a baby he's holding.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
Plus, there's a hole in the floor behind you. Like that's been established.
Yeah, with some weird writing on the wall. Like that. Yeah, something weird was going on. He just reacted. Yeah.
But I assume Bryce just doesn't like paperwork.
Well, no cop likes paperwork. I can tell.
No, we definitely don't.
None of them want to do paperwork.
No.
They're worse than physician's assistants when it comes to paperwork.
Yeah. I can tell you, the city I'm in, they hate doing paperwork, so they don't do squat.
I used to laugh at guys who, like, they would show up to an accident and, you know, fender bender between two people and spend a good 45 minutes like, hey, you know, if you just trade insurance and you could just handle it on your own, it's better for you. And the amount of time and effort to not write this report, it's like, just give it to me. I'll do it. 5 minutes, done.
You could have had the report done by now. Yeah.
Right. I don't care if your rates go up. What do I give a shit?
Yeah. So he goes upstairs because he's got blood all over him.
Right.
He goes upstairs, goes to the bathroom. He calls his wife. We find out his wife is pregnant. And he loves his wife.
But first, he takes off his body cam
and
positions it so that he can see the conversation, which every cop learns in the academy. That's what you do, is you want to make sure. No.
Derek's like, we're always on camera. You got to turn the body cam to yourself. Otherwise, it's not a real thing. That's
see, I think that's what you were talking about earlier, Kevin, right? Where the use of the body cam is a little bit liberal. So I got to take this thing. He doesn't take off the flak vest or anything like that.
But at least in that one, they kind of give it to you that you see him take the camera, even if it's dumb and makes no sense. All right, I got it. That's why I'm seeing it. It's the other coverage shots where that doesn't happen, and you're like, what am I watching here? Like,
when there
why is it like when they're driving in the car? Why is there a reverse shot? You know, I could get they have the dashboard cam where they're driving, so you see where they're going. I can kind of give them that one because certain
dashboard cam is
I get that one, but it's the reverse, right? Not
like
the one on the
car security cam.
Yeah, exactly. Like the one that's coming from the passenger side front post, shooting diagonally to make sure you get
from that angle.
Yeah,
like
you make sure you get Jackson and Bryce together. So
you might have a camera that faces the back seat to
watch
show
the perp, right? Yeah,
it depends. I mean, none of our cars did, but there are cars that that are set up that way so that you can't, he can't say, oh, they beat the crap out of me in the back of the car. It's like, well, you're on video. No one beat the crap out of you.
Probably the SUV ones probably had that, eh? Like the bigger.
We had them in what we called our prisoner vans, which
there you go. Yeah.
In narcotics, you'd ride around in a big van, and like as you grab people, you'd throw them in the van and just warehouse them there until you were done picking up people, and then
you were the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Gotcha.
Pretty much, yeah.
I see Gaspar running around with a net catching meth heads. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, that phone call is very interesting because they make a point of saying like, oh, you called so late, so I have to answer. So like almost foreshadowing later at a different point, there's going to be a phone call that's not answered. But at this point, right now, they're making sure we say, hey, by the way, when you call this late, I answer the phone. Make sure you're okay.
Which at least is like a slightly better writing than we've been getting so far.
Yeah, so far.
Really trying to cover some of it. Right. Oh, later, of course.
Yeah, it's the what is it?
Yeah, he takes off the body cam so he can puts it on the toilet so he can add it to his actor's reel later.
Right. When he auditions for the Christmas movie that's filming in his town. Yeah.
This is my work. This is how dramatic I can be.
Honey, you won't believe it. On the set with Lacey Chabert,
Yeah.
I know you're at home with the kid, but
This all happens too after Bryce is trying to get Jackson to examine like the body for bullet like slugs and stuff, and the guy's like, "I'm not doing this. I'm getting out of here." And then Jackson just leaves him down there, and Bryce like does what he does, and they eventually come together at the table where, hey, now I have the slugs. Where'd you get those from? Oh, you digging in the guy?
Yes, he did.
That's the thing.
Apparently,
he did. Yeah,
he comes down from the bathroom clean, like
clean,
like face, hands clean. Beard clean in that janky ass house that had no soap, obviously. He got fucking clean. But anyway, he comes down.
You don't see one towel either, so I'm curious how he dried himself so perfectly. But hey,
but he still has blood across the chest,
right,
on his vest. So I'm like, well, you're trying to cover this up. You're doing a piss poor job of it. Go back to the station, they're going to see blood. Oh, that's just ketchup.
Yeah.
I bought a hot dog. I bought a street dog on the side. Yeah.
It's just meth guy blood. It's just regular street blood like you just would run into, I guess.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact that we're plotting the cover up now and showing that we've picked up the ballistics and stuff on Bodycam.
All of it.
On Bodycam, yeah.
We don't even think to like, hey, if I take this and just put it over the Bodycam, now it's not on Bodycam anymore.
Off.
So that's what I thought, and I will give them credit. They do establish that they cannot turn them off.
Yeah.
Not because...
Later on, yeah.
Yeah, so at least they do, when we get there, they'll say that like, we don't know why it won't go off. So, all right, you've at least explained that.
Yeah.
But still, take your hand, cover up the lens.
Well, you can take it out, take it out, go outside, put it down.
Yeah.
Then go back in the house, do your dirty shit.
Yeah. Not that I have any experience
in the bathroom. You could have left it in the bathroom. We were just on the phone with your wife, calling her on the body. Left it there.
Yeah.
That's what you had to do.
Yeah. Hey, honey, I'll be a little bit late. I got to go dig through a body for bullets while filming myself on Bodycam.
And that's my other thing. It's like, okay, assuming you're eventually going to call forensics and they're going to come in and look at the body. Now, instead of a bullet-sized hole, now you have a bullet-sized hole with finger.
Yeah, we're definitely making the situation worse.
You're making the hole's getting bigger at this point, right?
I mean, what they would accomplish is you're not going to be able to match up bullet strafings to the firearm, so I guess it takes one less step to connect you.
Okay, but there's still a hole in his chest.
Right.
Oh, those holes were there when I got there.
Yeah.
You can clearly see from the Bodycam footage, he was bleeding from the chest when he approached me.
How good is this guy, too? Because most people need scalpels and forceps and like things to pull bullets out. This guy could go in with literally an index finger.
That's the fourth thing they show you. They teach you in the academy.
Oh, yeah. I figured, you got to pull the slug out.
We're saying
I was like, how'd this guy get these slugs out?
Yeah. He's conserving lead. It's a real
right.
Yeah, they can put him back into another bullet later. Just
because that's the part too. They make a point of establishing too that they don't go through the guy. So they're in the guy. Like it's not like he goes, "Oh, there's no exit wounds." They make a point of saying that. It's not like he found them in the wall.
He's not pulling it from drywall.
No.
Yeah.
So thanks for that.
And I'm glad that Jackson decided to walk away, and his is the body cam footage we follow instead of watching the guy dig through and be like, son of a bitch. You know what I mean? Right. And just trying to.
It's at this point where I noticed that. So Officer Bryce will come up with we can't do this because of this reason, so we need to do this. And then he does it. And then Officer Jackson's like, okay, now that we've done that, what do we do? Oh, that's not going to work. Now we need to do this. And I'm like, you keep making excuses for the plans that you've decided to do won't work.
Right.
Maybe you're in too deep. Maybe you're some 41 here. You're in too deep.
I see what you did there.
Get out of this hole.
You know, that's a big Canadian reference too, because that band's Canadian. I see what you did there.
Like you there's a point here where you have to give up.
Right.
I do like that.
Of course not.
I think it's funny that the guy's first instinct is cover up.
Yeah.
Right. And again, we don't our hero, ladies and gentlemen, like we're supposed to feel for this guy, and he just wants to cover up a shooting.
Right. And to Derek's point, like simple to do. Like, listen, this is my fifth shooting. Like, I can't have another one. Like, just say the line, and we're good. Like, all right, it's believable.
Well, and then the best plan he comes up with is, I'm going to go to some hacker to hack our body cams and erase the footage of me shooting this.
Because that won't be suspicious at all.
Yeah. And that's like, and they get in the car and go, and they don't even like, I mean, as Gaspar will tell you, usually you have to like end the call. Like, hey, this is clear. We're good.
Oh, like, it's so much worse than that. It's so much worse than that. They get to the gun store where the hacker has got an office in the back, as all hackers do. And
of course,
over the radio, they're dispatching another unit, or they're putting over the radio that a body's been found at the address they just came from.
Yeah. Yes, we should say, when they go outside, the woman is outside.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah, we got to do that whole bit as they're leaving.
As they're leaving, the woman's outside, she's outside, there's a circle with a line of a symbol on the wall, and she takes a broken beer bottle and slices her own throat and dies.
This is the lady that we're welcoming back.
Right. Yes. Yeah, this is the mother upstairs. So...
Right.
And so they're like, cover up. Somebody another tweaker did it, and we just we weren't here. So so they go.
Right. Oh no, there was a second tweaker.
They're like, oh, the tweaker will find the dead body in the morning.
Right.
Therefore, we were gone by the time this happened.
Right.
Yeah.
Everything was fine when we left, even like alludes to, it was good when we left, and then she was just dead. I don't know how that happened.
Right. Cool. But yeah, now you have a dispatcher putting over the radio, there's a body found at the scene, and like doesn't think to say like, hey, I have a unit there. How you guys doing?
Yeah.
You okay?
Sure.
So someone just called. That's not your dead body, is it? No? Oh, okay.
No, we're at the other dead body. You mean there's another one? We're at the one that's in the house. This is outside. We're in the house.
Plus, aren't most police vehicles low jacked?
Yeah.
So they'll be like,
more or less. It's a different term for it. But
I'm getting a call about a dead body at the house that I just sent 2 people to. Let me just check my computer system. Oh, they're at the gun store where the hacker in the back is.
Right.
What are they doing there? Oh, well, I'll just send 2 more people to their death.
And generally, as a rule of thumb, too, when you're on scene for a extended period of time, at some point, the dispatch will call out and go, hey, checking in on you guys. Like, and that never happens. Like,
I gave them because, again, if we're talking about a smaller town, I mean, you probably don't get that kind of follow-up because they're not getting that many calls and all that. But certainly after the body shows up at the scene.
Yeah, and this is where I think it's like a moderate-sized town. Like it's not New York City, but it's not Wawa, Ontario. You know what I mean? Right. It's somewhere in between where they have a moderate-sized police force and capabilities. But yeah, you would think that like a check-in
at some point.
Now would this be standard operating procedure? If they can't get through, would they dispatch another car to say, "Hey, can you go check on these guys?"
If long enough, probably.
Right, whatever like if it's
especially when the body shows up.
Well, yeah, exactly. We can't get through to the first two guys we sent there, and now there's reports of another body. Maybe we should send more than one car.
That might be a clue.
That's
might be the thing. What do you call?
I don't want to say. I don't want to say that the Scooby Gang would have solved this one better than me.
Right.
You could have had fucking Shaggy and Scooby. They would have had this thing wrapped up in no time.
Come in, mystery machine. Come in, mystery machine. We've got
the gang standing on the porch. They hear a scream. It's like, Scooby, Shaggy, go in. Would you go in for a Scooby snack? 2 Scooby snacks.
Ruh-roh, Remans.
So they go to the hacker
Scooby sees the dead dog. Right, this shit.
The best part too is they walk into the gun shop and like the guy selling the guns is not even fazed by the fact they're there. He's like just in the back. Not even like, what are you doing here? It's like back there. Like they know what's about to happen. Like, you're here to scrub your body cam. Right.
Oh, you're here for the body cam special.
You're here for the body cam special. We got it. We're going to go scrub that right now for you. Cool.
They all were all but missing a sign saying the hacker is in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, serious.
The hacker is real in. Yeah.
No, just like when if she goes for lunch, out, and then she just can go for lunch, right?
Right. And then we established like it goes to the cloud, so the footage is in the cloud, but she's so good she could delete the cloud, so cool. But then Mr. Jackson's like, I need to see this first. I got to see what happens. Like he's gone this far. He hasn't bothered to ask. Like now I need to see how. Now I'm going to watch the video.
And let's put at this more point, evidence on Bodycam.
Right. And at this point, like the hacker gives him some resistance, and he's like, "Well, I own you." But why? Why does he? Why does he own you?
I think that's the illusion that he's a dirty cop. I think that's where they're trying to set that.
That's true. He must have flipped her, right?
Right.
Just a little more writing. Just a little bit.
You're right. So much. You're so right. Just a little bit more.
Yeah. This could have been like this hacker could have been the reason why he's kind of like his career is on death's door and he doesn't want to do anything else to further that. Right. Got a baby on the way. Need the job. Not to mention he's bad at it too because they never talk about deleting now the footage that is on Jackson's body cam of the footage that they're trying to delete off of Bryce's body cam.
Where all the confessions are,
They just and now, it's like, well, okay, we've got the hacker on footage trying to erase the evidence of the shooting, which is also on footage now because Jackson had to watch it, didn't put his body cam down, Right. So we get to see it, and this is where, like I said, I was watching, and it did look like he hit the guy in the chest. That seemed to be where the bullets went. So he didn't shoot what he thought was a gun. He shot the guy he thought was holding the gun. So I think you're right, Kevin. I think the baby was already
dead.
I think it was a forced C-section, wasn't it?
I mean,
well,
he used a dog as the instrument of the C-section. Like I can't even begin to figure this out.
Now we need a lot more writing and a doctor to figure this one out.
But then she's watching the video and they see something get mumbled, and right away she's like, "Nope, I'm out of here." Or whatever.
She's the symbol.
And we don't.
Right.
Oh, is it the symbol that gives it right? Because I was like, okay.
Which is another thing about this movie, and we did watch a couple of reviews, and they all harped on the same thing. Like, there's all these elements of like possible lore that could have been put into the movie that would have made it explain things, would have made it more interesting, and we just ignore it.
Right.
Everyone seems to know what the symbol is, and if you don't know what it is, tough luck.
Right.
Sorry, audience.
The crazy hacker chick knew, and she goes running away. She's like, I can't help you now. Closes the computer and runs out. Like, sorry. Now you even got this on body cam. You got me not erasing your body cam footage on body cam as I'm leaving you to fend
So she's
for yourself.
exonerated.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
And is it just me or is it just mostly the white people that are the white guy is clueless, right? Like, because Jackson's mom knows what it is. This lady knows what it
Jackson's
is.
clueless too.
Right.
His mother sheltered him from it, true. But at the same time, it's just like Anyway,
I also love it too when the hacker is fast forwarding through the footage. You hear the VCR fast forward sound, and it's digital.
Right. Yeah.
As you hear when you fast forward a DVD.
The company Axion, who makes the cameras, they put that feature in.
Did they?
Are you serious?
No.
Oh my God.
Nice.
You totally teed him up on that.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
yeah, totally done. All right.
That just lets you know how fished on the hook Derek is on this movie. Like, he's looking for any semblance of like what could be realism. That he's like, wow, did they do that? All right, I can get behind that now. Like, it
Listeners
makes
are
the
going to
movie.
think that Gaspar and I planned this out. The timing is so good.
Yeah,
my
really.
God.
You couldn't have rehearsed it that well.
Jeez. Oh man.
Just wow. Well, I mean, obviously Gaspar has experience in body cam stuff, so we're listening to your every word, and you brought in like
I know.
you brought in a company name. I'm like, oh my gosh, she really knows.
I told you at the beginning that the cops are dicks.
He knows his stuff. That's why we're
I know
listening to every
Axia.
word.
I watch
Yeah,
body
yeah.
cam videos.
Yeah,
I know Axia.
But it is funny that it makes that noise. Like if you were fast forwarding Netflix, that's what it would do. Like
Right.
did Shudder put that in when you fast forward their videos on their service? I don't know. I don't have it, but maybe they should.
It'd be funny.
Yeah. Maybe they should make that noise.
So they go back. So they get the call about the dead body. So they're like, dibs. And
Before they leave the hacker, though, because I had jotted the note down, at one point they asked Bryce to go to the hospital. Like, I think Jackson says we should take you to the hospital, and he's like, I can't go to the hospital. And I wrote, well, why?
yeah,
Why can't you go to the hospital?
He's having nosebleeds. It's not
Right,
yeah.
that's what it was. He's having
Yeah.
these nosebleeds, and it's like, well, what reason can you not go to the hospital? Like, that
Yeah.
sounds like a perfect way to get out of this situation.
I know.
because nuh-uh. That's why.
Oh, okay.
he gives the same that like gangsters say no hospitals when they've been in a shooting that's illegal.
Right.
Like when they're up to no good and now too many questions from the cops. This is the cops. They're the ones asking the questions.
Right.
And it's a nosebleed. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
What's he
At
going to
least
do?
Bryce didn't have like an underground doctor that he would end up at. Where
A
all of
mob
sudden the
doctor?
right? Like, yeah, exactly.
Or a vet.
Oh, a vet.
Dirty
Yeah,
vet.
dirty vet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dirty
you got to have a
vet.
dirty
Yeah.
vet. Yeah. But like, if he was at the hospital, what's he going to say? Oh, I shot a guy. I mean, no, I didn't. And then my nosebleed. Like, is he afraid he's going to mess up
Yeah,
and
I
just
mean-
confess to shooting the guy at the hospital?
The nosebleed
He's
could be high
truthful
blood
Tourette's,
pressure.
is
He
that-
did shoot someone. Maybe he's just stressed and he's got a nosebleed from it. No,
Well, he's
that's
bleeding
normal.
from the. Yeah. So you're right, Gaspar. Why? What?
Right.
We could have had
But then,
someone
like you
else
said,
be
the call for
spooked
the
out.
body comes back, and now they go back and they're like, shit, we better take this before they send another unit, even though they're literally around the corner from the house. So, like, this extra moving around is very confusing. And they,
Although they never get there. Like,
Yeah.
that second unit doesn't show up.
no, never shows up.
They're in another horror
does
movie.
eventually.
Right.
But so they get to they get back to where the body was, and she's gone.
Yes.
And now there's a symbol on the wall. This is where he gets his nosebleed. So they're like, oh, we can't go to the hospital. I can't go there because nah. All right, fine. We'll go to my mom's house. Jackson says, we'll go to my mom's house. She's just around the corner.
So she's got an outreach program for.
The whole mom bit is so weird to me. I can't even begin. That whole what she's got going on, the way she seems to be like a psychic almost. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
there's a lot of weirdness
Yeah.
to the mom, even above and beyond the fact. And then that's also where you learn that Jackson had a sister who's no longer with us.
And I think
It's-
that they're trying to allude to, like, she's helping out people who are addicted to a drug, and
Yeah.
like, this is what she's doing. And it's like the spiritual healer type thing. But then it quickly becomes like she's a voodoo healer, like she knows about demons and stuff. So it's
Yeah.
unclear as to what her purpose is there.
Like on the surface, it looks like she's running like a drug outreach program.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, this is,
Um,
have them hooked on IVs, right? So that way they're
Yeah.
like it just to
Yeah.
flush out the system
And this is where you get one of the patients comes in and says, you take something from him, he takes something from you.
Yeah,
it's
that's
very
the first time
cryptic.
we hear this sort of.
Yeah.
And this line will now come back many times.
Right.
Constantly.
And every time
Mhm.
it does, I'm like, what did he take? What
I see.
exactly
Wait.
did he take?
Do they run into the crowd on the way to the mom's house where the first guy says
No, I
it,
think
or is it
that's-
on the
I
way
think
back?
that's later. Yeah, I
That's
think it's later.
After, I think.
I don't remember because I almost thought they ran
no,
into the
you're
crowd
right.
first because they hear it from the
Yes.
guy And then the girl says the same thing.
You're right, because they go back for the call of the dead body found, which is the woman that's supposed to be there, and her body's missing. And as they're leaving, they're blocking the road.
Yes.
Yeah,
to go to the mom, and that's when they run into the people, and they think they took the body, and that's where the one guy comes up and says the same thing to him first. So the first time we hear it is from the crazy leader guy of the transient people.
Who jaw jacks him, like saying, "You don't have any power here." It's like guns. I got good, almost 2 tons of metal behind me with an engine in it. I mean, there's that.
Right, but I'll just get out of the car so I can talk to it, because that seems tactically sound.
When I realized this didn't happen because Jackson was driving and not Bryce, because if Bryce was driving, he would have just plowed through and then made up a new story about how they could have covered that up.
Right.
It goes back to see if the hacker's back. Okay, it's not about that Satanist. I just ran over some people. Just make it disappear. Go.
Right. Could you do this one?
Yeah. Can you just get me another one with like Bugs Bunny cartoons on it or something that I was just watching on my phone?
Right.
That's all I did all night. I don't know.
So,
and all of these, I guess they're cultists. They're more than just like drug users. They're cultists, and they're also going to be like magically, like they're all in the same group chat in their minds.
Right.
Yeah. Well, we find out eventually this is a demon, I guess. We can come to a consensus. This is some kind of a demon.
Right. That's what it seems to be. Yeah.
So instead of them being drug addicts, they're actually possessed by a demon.
Right. Which I wondered, it seems like the mom, Jackson's mom, has some knowledge of this, because it almost sounds like the sister was a part of whatever cult that first introduced whatever this demon is into their family. And
probably to their neighborhood, if I'm
that's
right.
Pretty big picture, but it could be true.
You don't
Because
once they see this, she sees the symbol, right? And she's like, "You guys got to leave. You got to get out of the house."
Yeah,
you brought
and like she's psychically linking into Bryce, and then she recoils in horror because
she touches Bryce's hands, and there's like that weird psychic shock,
and we see it on the camera. Like the camera goes, It's that whole going back to Ghostbusters, right? With like where they're able to measure electromagnetic waves or whatever that the undead seem to generate.
PKE meter.
Yeah, exactly. But in this case, it's the body cam. It's interesting. Well, odd in this one. Normally, demon possession, it's one person at a time. So it's rare to see this sort of magical mind link going on between everybody all at once. And the way they do it, it doesn't really. Like, what is just fervor for this newfound religion they have, and what is actual possession, or just some sort of weird sphere of influence, and how much is the drugs? Like, we just don't really know.
Right.
I think we're led to believe there are no drugs.
Yeah, by the end of the movie, you're like, this is all about demonic possession. There's probably no drug use.
It's just interesting to see a whole crowd being possessed by one demon, because it's usually one at a time. Like a demon,
usually.
Because one demon can't be everywhere.
Well, like I said, this is a cult, right? So
Right.
It might be body jumping. That might be what's. Well, we do know that he body jumps, because that same kind of deep voice comes out of multiple people.
Well, he's acting upon.
He's jumping. He's jumping from one to the other to speak
it's
directly.
Like cell phones. You can call whatever cell phone.
Yeah, exactly. Just put me on speaker. To
that point, Bryce calls his wife, and there's no answer, so he rushes home. Their wedding song is like a song from like the 30s.
Right.
Yeah, it was weird. Well, they were trying to get whatever song they could get without having to pay for it.
Thank you.
So
I was going to say,
what's the royalty-free song we could get to be a wedding song? This sounds fine. Let's just use it, even though it sounds like dog shit. But like, whatever, we're gonna go with this, and it's playing through the old Victrola, like the old like tabletop style record player
that my grandmother had back in the 70s.
It's by Helga and the Deftones, I think.
Yeah. And coming in at the bottom of the charts.
Really?
And it's blasting so loud. No one's there. But they run upstairs, and then they hear mumbles, and then randomly it's the hacker.
It's the hacker chick tied up in a chair. They untie her because that's a smart decision. They They ask her questions. They're like, I'll answer your questions. Just let me out. Nope. No, you answer questions first.
Right.
Questions first, then untie.
Yeah, it's the fifth thing they teach you in the academy.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Told you, Derek's hoping for anything to be factual at this point.
How full of shit is this guy now?
So then somehow she gets
so
the
full
possession.
Of shit, his eyes are turning brown.
Like then she stands up and she's got the possession, and the mouth drops, and a rat comes out of her mouth, like on top of which right away made me think of Terrifier because he put rats in that person, and I was like, where are we going with this? Like, how did the rat get inside? Is the rat the demon? Is that
and that's the thing that the thing Gaspar said. It's like, okay, now you're starting to relate things like the rats in the house, the rats now coming out of his mouth. Okay, you have to explain shit.
Right.
You now have to explain the lore.
Yeah.
We have to have somebody that says, okay, this is the work of Pizzozo.
Yeah,
he's this, he's that.
I thought that's
the Rat King. Yeah,
the Rat King. Yeah, exactly. Get Splinter and the boys up here.
With you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shudder feels you need no explanation. You will just watch this for the low price of $39.99 a year, and you will enjoy it or not.
Maybe the lore budget got eaten up by the subtitle budget. Maybe that.
You know what? That's what happened.
And Derek and I have talked about this before, doing other horror movies. There's one trope that I didn't think I would miss it if it was gone, but it turns out I'm wrong. And what Derek is alluding to, I think, is we call it the Book of Knowledge. Now, in modern day, that's normally a web search. That seems to be everything's on the internet now, so you can just web search what demon it is, and then the internet will just tell you it's this guy and how to beat him and whatever. But I thought Jackson's mom was going to do the lore dump for us. I was waiting for at this point. Yeah, I'm like,
and
all right,
should've.
Yeah, what's the lore dump? Give us the whole goods. Don't just tell him to fuck up. I'm like, but that was.
Well,
we have another.
They allude to the fact that she knows. Like it seems to me by the end too, which we'll get there. But she knows what's going on. She's clearly well aware that this demon and knows him.
But we had another opportunity too, because after the house, they run to find Hobo Joe there, and they pull up to him and they take him into the house, which Bryce knows is the proper house to go into for some reason.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you can assume that he's already slightly possessed, right? So he's being guided by the demon, but you have to make that assumption yourself.
Well, is this the part where he goes and finds the random tweakers on the street?
Yeah, he goes and finds Hobo Joe. It takes him into the room, and takes him into the
like that warehouse
upstairs.
Building, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
and it looks like an old abandoned hotel or something because there's a room number on it, 514, which is his call sign.
Right.
But here is a perfect opportunity for Hobo Joe to give you the lore.
Sure.
That's Pizzozo. He wants your kid. You took his kid. Now he wants your kid.
And he's the Rat King.
And he's the Rat King.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He spreads by rat feces all over New York City. I don't know.
Yeah.
But instead, we just get a pistol whipping.
On Bodycam, by the way.
We're
all still recording on the Bodycam.
And then Jackson pulls his gun on Bryce to keep him at bay because that happens. And then Mr. Tweaker, I don't know, is that Tommy the Tweaker?
Hobo Joe.
Tommy the Tweaker. Yeah. Like, he then gets an ending that it's fine, whatever. Somebody's got to die. A horror movie where nobody dies is sort of just kind of, it's Blair Witch.
He kind of dies.
Yeah.
He comes back, though.
Right. Well, that's it. Gets shot in the head, so you think, but then he's okay, or not.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Our tweaker here was a miracle on Christmas Lake.
That is just so bizarre to me.
He was the miracle.
His last IMDb credit was 3 years ago, something called Rainy Season. Okay. No, you know what? I'm going to save this rant for later. Let's continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he ends up shooting Tommy the Tweaker, and then he goes outside and he stops, and this is Officer Bryce. He's possessed. And he's like, I can hear my wife. She's on the roof, and they're hurting her. So he goes upstairs to the roof, Jackson follows, and Bryce is holding nothing in his hand, but he thinks that it's his wife. He's like, "There's nothing there, man. There's nothing there." And it's like, "Oh, she's dead." And then he just slowly backs up, shoots himself in the face, and falls over the side of the building. And I wrote down, and he lays on a DeLorean flung by Doc. But no, he lands very softly on the police car. I don't know if you clocked that. He lands not at terminal velocity or not at the speed that he would be.
Right.
You know what I mean? He lands kind of softly on the hood of that car.
Yeah, like he jumped from a foot above or the car as opposed to 30 feet or more above the vehicle. Yeah, which would have killed him, but and I like this quote unquote death scene too, because he's standing near the edge of the roof. He's not at the edge of the roof yet. So somehow he blows his own brains out, but his body still knows to take 2 steps back. And then,
determination.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I mean? Before, I guess, in the time that it took
the thing they teach you.
I guess, yeah. If you get shot, take 2 steps back.
There you go.
Nice.
Virtual high five. All right.
So he falls, he dies, and then Jackson goes down and gets in the car. And this is where we get the video, almost last will and testament, right? Isn't that the scene in the...
No, because Jackson still has to get out of the building, and he goes into a bathroom. Well, I guess Bryce goes in. We missed the part. Bryce goes into the bathroom. Jackson follows him in, but Bryce ends up seeing the mother from the house that they were previously at in the bathtub.
In the bathtub.
Saying, "You stole from him. He's going to steal from you." And now there's a symbol on the thing.
Right.
But Jackson has to get out of the building. And Tommy the Tweaker comes back alive, starts chasing him. And Jackson does the brilliant move of closing a plywood door and stopping to make sure. Now, this demon that can block out radio communication, possess people, and raise the dead, got to make sure he can be stopped by one plywood door.
Oh, yes. You mean that one plywood door in this old dilapidated building, but this plywood door looks like it just came from Home Depot?
It's brand new door.
It was a brand new piece of plywood in a very not brand new building.
And then doesn't the symbol appear while he's running, he ends up in a dead end and the symbol all of a sudden is there? We never really know what the symbol means.
That's underneath.
All right. The symbol just kind of pops up randomly. Oh, here's the symbol.
Everywhere.
Cool.
Yeah. And so far we know it's the symbol of that guy,
the
Rat King.
The Rat King. They don't go a little bit more writing. They would have put Rat King in there, but
So he gets out to the car. Bryce is not on the car anymore. He's vanished. So he gets into the car, tries to start it, doesn't work. So this is where he has his Heather from the Blair Witch moment. Right. And this is where you guys brought up that there's a mistake in the movie.
Yes.
Officer Jackson calls Officer Bryce Anderson, which then would make his last name Anderson, but his name on his vest is Bryce.
Mm-hmm. And even in the credits, they refer to him as Officer Bryce. But I remember distinctly that they gave him a last name somewhere, and it's not his last name on his vest.
Yeah. This is bizarre.
Well, this really was is that you just didn't hear the comma.
I gotcha.
Right.
Anderson. So his first name was Anderson. So he's Anderson
Bryce.
Anderson
Bryce.
Bryce.
Anderson.
Yes,
Gotcha.
yes,
All right.
yeah. That's
All
a
right.
little bit more writing. A comma. There you go.
There.
It would have done the trick.
Would have fixed everything.
Yeah.
I mean, the movie's only an hour and 15. You had some room.
They didn't have time for no backstory on this cop, this dirty cop. No, we got nothing from him. No lore on the demon. We got to keep it to
they gave up 5 minutes of film footage for the subtitles, so that's why we had to cut the movie shorter for the subtitles,
which they very quickly abandoned. Actually, yeah, there you go.
And honestly, this is just to be the deaf people that watch this movie. We've done you a favor if all you get to see is those first 8 sentences. You're welcome.
Yeah.
You don't need to know anything else.
Yeah. You can pretty much just make
You
assumptions
could-
like the rest
make
of us do.
assumptions. Yeah, just read lips. Good luck.
And it's helpful too because they have the automatic tilting body cams. I don't know if you noticed that, where the body cams would be looking face forward, and then there's one point where one of them walks up to the other, and the body cam tilts up so you can see their face.
Yeah.
As body cams do.
Sure.
As I said, they play very loose with the first point perspective rule of how that's going to go.
They got those PTZ body cams. They're new.
Yeah.
Axiom built those, I'm getting,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
They did? Yeah.
Really?
No.
Damn it.
I could have gotten around it more if he was wearing meta glasses. If the two guys were wearing meta glasses, I might have given him more like sway on
I'm
the
actually
whole.
kind of shocked that we don't have a movie based on that.
It's coming.
Yet.
It'll happen.
We can
Possessing
make
meta
that movie.
glasses. It's going.
We can
to
make
happen.
that movie, and we don't have to write any backstory.
That's it.
You know what?
Apparently.
That's it.
You know what's cool is we could do it too, where he Googles in the glasses what the demon is. He can just Google search the, and then we get
And
the
then
book
just
of
Mark
knowledge.
Zuckerberg's face because he owns everything. It'll just be Zuckerberg's face comes up as the demon because he
That's
owns
right.
Meta
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey Meta, what's this demon? Hey Meta, what's this problem?
Right.
Hey Meta, how do I get out of
Let me
here?
check with Chat GPT on the
Oh.
demonology here.
Hey, Meta, will plywood doors hold back demons?
No.
Sorry, what if it's a brand new piece of plywood? Will that-
That's okay.
Yes. It.
Oh,
no,
that's different.
no. You should have specified.
Or sorry, it's AI. So that's a great question. Let me look into that for you.
Yeah.
So then Jackson's in the car, and it gets to the worst part of the movie, which I said to
Yes.
Gaspar when we watched it, like I could not stand.
Well, what
the
I like is
drive
before
back.
we get to it, what I like is the timing. He gets to the car. He's like, I gotta get the fuck out. Nothing. Okay, I guess I'll film my death confessional.
Right.
Mm.
He doesn't.
Last will and testament.
My
on the
last
body
one,
cam.
and then well, let's give it one more try, and it starts. Oh,
And it
okay.
starts.
I'd feel stupid if I didn't try it one more time.
So it wasn't
Oh,
really
hey.
broken. It
I
was
know.
just being stubborn. It's the
It was waiting for him to make his will before it would let him go. And
yeah.
because otherwise this movie goes nowhere, and like we would have had no
Yeah.
last name for Bryce at that point. Like so.
That's right.
Yeah.
So then he gets in the car and he starts driving.
Oh,
He
And
starts
he-
driving, and no matter how he turns, he's stuck in the same loop. And I'm like, oh no, Mark.
That was driving
Third
me crazy. I'm like,
vivarium.
I was like, what is this? And then why are there lights on in the house? There was no lights in the building the whole time. All of a sudden, the top floor is all lit up. I'm like, you think you see something in the window. And then he calls mom. And then mom's like that whole exchange. And at that point, I'm out. I was like, checked out.
This was so stupid. She's like, follow my voice. Follow my
Yes,
voice.
what is-
Follow
that
my
mean?
light is what she
Follow
said.
my
Well,
light.
Now,
light.
come on, Kev. You know that as you're driving home, you call mom and she says, follow my light. And that's how you get home. That's how it's done.
And it's weird because then she bends over and moons, and then I got to follow her ass. Like that's how I find the light. My mother's
There you go.
moon. I'm like, come on, like it's the most ridiculous thing. And then every turn, all of a sudden, the house is in the middle of the street. Like, why do we have to have a supernatural house? Why can't we just have him go back to the 1683 or whatever the fuck the number is house?
Yeah.
Like, because that's where it started. Why does it have to move? Why is it teleporting? Why is he like, once you got into that, I'm like, I'm out on this. Like, you could have even kept me at that point.
And mom's saying,
Yeah.
follow my voice. Well, what, drive into the cell phone?
Yeah, follow my light. Like, do you have a
Follow my-
tracker?
what
Like,
does
do
that
you have
mean?
an app?
Come on, did you turn your flashlight on? What your iPhone standing?
She's the one who put the light on in the house. Is what
Oh,
it is.
Yeah.
I got you.
She,
Okay.
maybe.
she's at her window with her light on her phone, just out the window. That's,
I think,
follow my light, honey. You know.
Yeah, so he's driving, and then the mother makes the things like, oh, don't bring them here because they're after me.
oh yeah. What do you mean
Or
there?
he's after me.
I'm not going to tell you why,
We have no
honey.
why. Yeah, exactly.
Which I think it was that line that made me go, she knows all about this. Like she's either faced this demon before, they've had a little kung fu, or they dated. They maybe went on a couple of talks to like Demon
This
Lovers
is a bad
Lane. And
breakup.
like,
Is-
right, this is like, he's
That's the
demon
dad.
Right, exactly.
that's the
like you
dad.
never see the dad and the dad's, like, I don't know,
That's
but
true.
there's some weirdness.
Demon dad, yeah. That's the Christmas movie they're filming the next day. Demon Dad? Demon Dad Christmas? Yeah.
And this is where she reveals, your sister brought him into our home. It's like, okay. So it's an allegory for a drug problem because she brought the drugs into the home, but now it's an actual demon, and now your demons are okay. I get the symbolism. It's not exactly subtle.
So does that mean Bryce got taken down because he was partners with Jackson, and this whole thing is coming after Jackson the whole time because the demon has marked his family? I don't know.
I thought it was because he took something from me and I got to take something from him. And
that whole thing gets dropped.
All right. Okay. This is it. This is it.
Okay.
Mark summoned it, so here it comes. What was taken? Oh, the guy that he shot? He brought him back to life. Is he really gone? No, he's still shuffling. Every day we're shuffling, right? And the lady, the mother of the baby? Nope, she's alive and kicking. There's a song for that too.
Yeah, then why didn't he just bring the baby back? None of this would have happened if he would have just brought the baby back. If the baby got shot,
he gets Bryce to kill himself and then brings him back. So what was taken?
Right. They're from that Indian tribe where like they don't want you to take their picture. And like, well, you took something from me because you took my picture. Now I got to.
Oh, it's the body cam. Yeah, the body cam itself is the offense.
Interesting.
But that's the thing. What's taken? Nothing is taken.
Nothing is taken.
You're right.
I think I think it was the baby.
This thing
but
raises
you're bringing
the dead.
everyone back to life from the dead. What does it matter?
Right, but the baby was killed, quote unquote, by it. That's why I think the baby was killed by the gun.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right.
That doesn't seem to stop him.
Because
a zombie baby.
So was Bryce.
No, but they kidnapped Bryce's wife. And then eventually he goes through the house. He goes into the house, like, because eventually Jackson comes across the house. He's like, all right, screw it. I'm going to have to go into this house because, well, the movie's over. So,
right.
So
I didn't get the lore dump from my mom that I needed.
Yeah. So he goes into the house and he opens the door and he goes, police, hello? Does anyone need help? I'm like, yeah, your dumbass needs help.
Yeah, right.
But he goes down into the hole. The initial hole that we saw from the beginning of the movie. He's walking around in the subterranean.
I made a note here. He is so scared, he goes down the creepy hole.
Right. Yeah. Like, not only am I going to go look around the house by myself now, but now I'm going to go in the hole that we didn't go into the first time just to see what's down there. Because now the symbol, isn't the symbol above the hole now?
It was
doesn't
there.
say
It
rise
says
anymore.
Rise.
Now,
no, it does say rise.
I thought it turned to the
rise.
symbol. I thought at some point it turns to the shitty symbol.
Let me take a look. I'm right there.
All right. Check it out. I thought it changed from rise. It's rise when they first go, but then I thought it turns to symbol. Well, the symbol is somewhere down there that we've never seen before.
Well, he's looking
just
that up.
says rise.
All right.
But he goes down to the thing, and this the whole horror thing where there's down a long hallway, and you see somebody run past a door. So he chases after him because that's always a smart decision.
And I have a question.
Yep.
Where are we now?
And
You went into the basement of a one family,
like a
2-floor
wartime
house.
home. You know what I mean? Like,
And now we are in what looks like a microbrewery's distillery.
Yeah.
Like,
True.
It's huge.
It's
There's
huge
like
with
these
gigantic
tanks and hallways and industrial piping. And
they went into Archie Bunker's old house and ended up in the basement of the airport for some reason, and all the inner workings and guts. And,
But at one point, there's police tape that he crosses. There's red police tape that he crosses that's not explained at all.
Right. Well,
but
you're not supposed to
eventually-
cross that.
Yeah. Even I know that. I don't even have to ask you. I know that.
It says right on the tape.
Yeah.
That's okay. No one listens anyway.
No one doesn't.
Every show and movie, there's someone that gets to pick it up and we go under.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
tape
in
is
real
just a
life,
suggestion.
people just walk around.
I'm late for work. You know,
100%. That's exactly what it is.
Well, this doesn't mean for me.
So, have you ever just summon someone in to court? All right, Mr. Johnson, you're here because you walked through the crime scene that we're trying to prove that this guy did it, but you stepped on the evidence. So if you want to explain to the court, why you did that, we can move on with our case, I
will say he's down in the basement. He goes around the corner, and then the whole town of tweakers and the Bryce and the wife are all down
the
there.
wife is
and
on the floor. She's
giving
now
birth.
giving birth.
Yeah.
Question mark.
Yeah,
Bryce
and
is pulling the baby out.
His face is deformed because he shot himself in the face, so he's not like it's not
Yeah.
normal Bryce. Like half the mustache is missing.
Yeah. And at this point, he's got the crazy eyes, the possessed eyes, and the whole thing is, hey, join us and become part of our family.
Yes. Our family down the hole.
What are you even talking about? I think my only note after this is WTF ?
Right.
And that
Well,
just
and then
covers
at that
the
point,
entire
too,
ending.
Well, and then at that point too is where you see the actual finally the demon, and to their credit, I thought the demon looked pretty good. He's a bit of a Vecna ripoff from Stranger Things.
I liked him better in Stranger Things.
Right, like he looks like Vecna. But as far as B-movie shitty demons go, this guy's good looking. Like he is legit a decent looking, demon.
It's a mighty good looking demon.
It's a mighty good looking demon, that guy. And then
so maybe they did.
Jackson sees the demon and he's like, "Fuck, I'm out of here!" And he starts running, tearing ass, because that's what he does.
Yes. And he starts running back to where he came from, and this is where he gets to where there should be a door, and there's now a wall with a symbol.
With the symbol, right? Okay, I know the symbol shows up again.
Yeah. Well, the symbol's all over the place.
Right. So,
but then somehow I think his mother.
Oh no! Before that, the sister.
Yeah, he sees the sister too.
Yeah, now the sister shows up.
Yeah, because he's stuck, goes to the dead end, and Bryce walks around the corner with the baby in his hands.
Yes,
and then from there, the sister walks around the corner, and that's
the sister who we know nothing about. That she disappeared and she brought this filth into her house. That's all we know.
Yeah. And now she's like, I think she's supposed to be the family with Bryce and Devil Baby. I think. I'm not really sure, but I think that's where they're alluding to.
Or maybe she took something from him and he had to take something. I don't know.
I have no clue.
We'll never know.
At this point, I'm questioning why Jackson isn't unloading his gun. He still hasn't fired a shot. He's got an entire clip.
He doesn't want to get in any trouble.
Yeah, because he's on Bodycam. Yeah, I mean, he learned that. I mean, we know that it's to be recorded if he shoots somebody, and we already are.
Fuck it.
You're in a zombie movie, so maybe it's time to behave like one.
Yeah,
and then it just
this now cuts to the other
the next the backup unit. That's only it's an hour and 10-15 minutes later at this point. Finally, we're getting another set
but
of
it has
cops
picked up his mother because his mother's in the back seat.
So she called.
I wrote a note here. I'm like, hey, look, there are other cops in this.
And you're right. They pick up Mom out of nowhere, and
I think Mom called them after the phone call.
That's what I'm assuming.
Right. Okay.
Mom called,
and so we have to go to the house where my son was, and they pull up, and there's the cop car parked shittily, like it's in the lawn. So the cops are right away at and they're like, "You stay here," and she's like, "I ain't staying here. You're not going to tell me what to do." And she gets out of the car, like on her own. I'm like,
drove me fucking
crazy.
Nuts. So the back of a cop car does not open from the inside, correct?
Usually
you
not.
Don't want your
what I will say is that because we don't always replace our cars or service them, there were a few cars that but generally speaking, yes, the child locks are engaged. You do not want anyone leaving the back of your car once you place them in there.
So she says, she's like, "Okay, ma'am, you stay here. We're going in." She's like, "Oh, I'm going in." And they're like, "Well, I guess she is." It's not like you have authority.
Right.
And can say, "No, shut up, stay here."
Not to mention the fact that we had a unit at this house, right? We haven't heard from them in forever. Another body gets reported from this house. We don't send anyone then either. It's not until Mom calls and says, "Hey, I want to do a wellness check on my son," that we're going to go over to this house. Worst police department ever.
Maybe being chased by a demon. Oh, well, that sounds totally legit.
Right.
Would you like to come along, ma'am?
Should we take one car, or do you want to follow?
You're going to have to identify the demon, man.
And is it weird then, like, she's the one that pushes into the house first? The cops are like, "We got to," like, and she's like, in the house before they even get a chance to stop her. And they're like,
again.
Okay. And then she runs
She didn't even ask for the rent.
No. Yeah, she didn't care. She could have stopped. She could have probably given the red before dispatch, and she runs right down the stairs, like knowing, hey, there's a hole in the basement. I bet. And there they go.
But again, she's like, the cops are like, "Ma'am, stay behind us." She's like, "Nuh-uh," and walks in, and they're like,
"You stay behind me."
All right, I guess we'll just follow her.
Yeah. They turn to each other. Is she your mom? She's not my. She's acting like she's our mom. She's not my mom. Why do we treat her like she's our mom and we're just letting her do what she wants? You know.
So we go down the stairs, and there's Jackson staring down the hole.
Staring down the hole,
like he's just standing there.
Yeah.
Rise is still on the wall, staring down the hole. No idea. She walks over to try and like figure out what's going on, console him.
Yeah. And then the sister crawls out.
Yeah. And then the sister,
like,
the sister
come be part of our family. And there's still an opportunity to remember so many times ago when this happened. And so now you have to come with us because we will never stop hunting you. And you can never leave the neighborhood or whatever. No, just Mom, come on. It's time now for no reason. And the cops, again, at this point, unload your fucking weapons.
Right. Because aren't there other people, like they turn around and the body cam shows there's like other people at the bottom of the stairs and then they get knocked down. Like they're all on the ground. Next thing you know, they're all laying on the ground. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all the lights are out and everything's in black and white.
Which the funny thing is the final shot is, I guess, the one cop. I got very confused because they're all on the ground and the mom doesn't have a body cam. But I thought they were trying to get the mom. But they're not trying to get the mom.
They were trying to get the mom. So there's two cops and the mom.
Right.
The one cop is in the middle, and there's a cop on one side and the mom on the other.
They drag the cop on the one side.
To one side, and the cop gets dragged into the hole.
Got that one. Right.
He rolls over. The mom is sitting there, and she gets dragged into the hole.
Gotcha. There you
go.
The
final one is the cop lays on his back because reasons. Jackson and the sister look over him. The demon comes up in the middle. He gets dragged into the hole. End of movie.
Yeah. Right.
No lore.
We also see the face of the demon one last time.
Yeah, we get that last jump scare.
That last jump of the demon kind of creeping up, and then body cam's over.
Yeah, that was it.
So, question for who found the footage? If they all got dragged in the hole, who went in the hole?
Well, the people who came to film the Christmas movie the next day.
I'm just curious.
The cleanup crew?
I was like, who found all this footage? Maybe it's in the cloud. The cloud might have been the way.
The cloud.
Maybe.
Right? That's
if it's in the cloud.
They actually said that, yeah.
Okay, but if it's in the cloud, then you're not deleting it. The entire scene with the hacker is entirely pointless because if it's all being uploaded and streamed to the cloud,
I think she had
entirely pointless.
I think she had a way into the cloud, and
maybe.
But
she mentioned she could get in the cloud, but then when she saw whatever or heard whatever, and she's like, "I'm out of here." She's like, "Fuck you in your cloud. I'm leaving you."
Right.
And that was the joy of Bodycam. And I'd like to thank you guys for. I had seen it already before Gaspar called me up.
So
Gaspar was like, "Hey, the guys want to watch Bodycam," and I'm like, "Why?" And
I voluntarily watched it twice because I watched it the first time just to see what it was, and then felt like I really need to go and look at the police stuff and just see what I could do here. And so I watched it a second time.
The funniest thing was the second time he came to my house to watch it, and we're sitting down to watch it, and my wife goes, "You think Gaspar's going to bring a notepad and take notes?" I'm like, "Nobody needs to take notes about this." Sure enough, Gaspar comes, notepad and pen, just like a cop trying to fucking take his notes. It's the seventh
thing they teach you in the
Do
academy.
his thing. I'm like, look at this shit. He's doing notes.
Actually, yes.
I don't believe the one thing they actually did learn. Now you've got one thing that's learned.
Nope. I don't believe him. He's cried wolf too many times. He's cried wolf too many times. I don't believe they teach you to write stuff down in the academy. No way.
No way.
Nope. No. This experiment, it blew up in our faces. We call them in as an expert. He's been lying to our faces the entire time. You know?
Yeah. So that's Bodycam. The only piece of trivia I found on this movie was that all of the footage in this film is Bodycam or Dashcam POV.
Not all of it.
Said no one ever.
No, it is. It's just bad. That's all.
What I think is funny about this style of doing it, because I get they're trying to do something found footage that hasn't or is not done very often with the body cams, but because it's two cops, the other found footage ones like Blair Witch, we found the tape. One tape, they hit play, and this is what we see. Right? The tape, it cuts in and out. They turn the camera off and on. That's our editing. But now someone's gone into the cloud and nicely edited this found footage. So we cut back from one cop to the other. Nicely done. You know what I mean? Like this is now some sort of weird presentation that someone put together. It wasn't found footage. It's been edited.
And that'll be the sequel because that guy took something from him. So now he's going to take something from them.
This is one of those movies that probably cost him $5 to make, and they will make a Bodycam too. Hands down, there will be a sequel to this.
You took something from the guy who took something from the other guy who took something from me. So, it
ends up being a Final Destination thing where death has to go back.
Because, in reality, nobody's dead either. Everybody's alive,
except
whether they're
one
possessed
baby,
or not.
Yeah.
But except apparently the first baby. Yeah, that's the only one that's dead.
The sad part is as crappy horror movies go, like, this had potential to be better. It really did. And it's not the worst movie I've ever seen because nothing will ever be worse than The Happening, but it's pretty close.
I don't know.
What?
Masters of the Universe.
No, not Masters of the Universe. You must be talking about Dolph Lundgren.
Masters of the Universe is not worse than The Happening.
No way. No way. I mean, Masters of the Universe was not great, but it's not the worst movie ever made by any stretch.
We'll talk off air.
Oh my God.
Well, as always on the show, we try to find the real story behind the story, Mark.
I've got a couple. Or is it If You Know, You Know, the movie?
Because you have to know.
Right.
Yep.
You have to know, because if you don't know, you don't know.
Or is it just why those outreach programs are just so darn important? Because look what happens when you don't have one.
Yeah.
Like, poor Jackson's mom was a little bit too late on it, right? If she had started her outreach program, they wouldn't have gotten into the drugs, wouldn't have gotten into the demon possession. They would have, could help them get a job, whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, not sign up for the police force. They can't afford any more than 4 cops, but still other
working radios.
They got I work at a plywood place. That's where I would work in that town.
That's right. Yeah, obviously. That place is doing really well.
Home Depot.
And
Here
safe.
it comes. It's safe. Yeah. It's job security. Where demons be busting that plywood all day long. So there you go.
Kevin?
Bodycam is an unaired paternity test from the Maury Povich show where a black cop tries to find out who his daddy is.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
See?
I am not the father.
That was it. I was trying. That was the one I had because the whole thing to me was reeks of who's my daddy, but just not as good.
Who's your dad?
And what does he do?
Yeah.
Right. That was mine.
Or is it a documentary about the worst neighborhood watch of all time? I mean, that's why it says rise over the whole, right? It's an HOA. It's the prices are going up.
It's an HOA. Neighborhood needs a block parent. This is what it needs.
It's weird too that at one point when he's driving and the house is moving, like it looks like it lands next to Nakatomi Plaza, and I was just waiting for like Bruce Willis to come flying down and save the day, but that's
yeah.
Would have made it more interesting.
Or maybe Hans Gruber to land.
Right, Hans Gruber would have landed on the house. I'd let that go. I'm in.
Spider-Man swinging by. Yeah.
Well, I have 4.
Oh,
4.
I have
All
it.
right.
Or is it the origin of demon venom?
Okay, I like it.
Or is it possessed lives matter?
Oh.
I like that one a lot.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That's excellent. That's actually what it is.
Or is it? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Had to throw that one in. Or is it the story of an evil police dispatcher who feeds cops to an evil demon?
Ooh, good one.
Gaspar, I liked your or is it because it implied that like because we don't know anything about the demon, that maybe he was just like a bad HOA guy that had just gone and took his he went to hell and took his neighborhood with him. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Just the ultimate HOA Karen. Is that what that is?
yeah, exactly. But more, you know what though? I do. In other words, it is nice to see a demon with family values, and I think that's the real story here.
Yeah.
That's I mean, you don't see that very often.
I just think it kind of shows you like a Hallmark movie. It doesn't matter who it is. You're just looking for love and companionship. And same with this B-rate Vecna. This was like Vecna from Temu.
I'm just picturing this movie ending with like the theme song to Family Ties, taking the movie out of the
That would rule.
What should we name this little bundle of joy?
Go by.
Yeah, everywhere you look.
You know what? I would want the fucking subtitles for that. I would hope they'd put him back at least for the closing Family Tie song.
For the Family
everybody
Tie
could
song,
sing along.
If Spotify would let me, I would totally put that in. Well, gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us for this one. I promise we'll find a better one for next time. But you guys are on the Hoodrat Recap with our good friend, I guess you guys call him Backstage Mike on the mic.
Stage right
Mike on the mic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Backstage is
Sometimes
when he's doing porn. That's his porn name.
Go.
Backstage Mike is his porn name.
So that's
a whole other
job.
podcast.
What's coming up on your show? I know you guys just released a show.
Yeah, so we just did Diamonds on the Drain, which is a game we play inspired by Hold Steady lyrics. But the next thing we're doing is Mike's actually going to the Pacific Northwest shows. The band is the Hold Steady is playing Portland and Seattle, and so he is going out there without a plan. And I'm very excited to see how this works. He's got tickets, but he's got no hotel room, and he's just kind of winging it. So should be an adventure.
Wow.
Let's see where that goes.
When does he go to that? Because I know this past weekend, the weekend we're recording, was SummerSlam weekend, and he was working at that venue as his job.
I think it's this coming weekend.
I think.
Yeah,
the weekend of the 8th and 9th. So,
well, I hope he doesn't have any travel troubles like you did, Gaspar.
Me too.
That was hilarious. I had to listen to that show. That was hilarious. So.
Thank you.
And they can find them where? Find you guys where?
So you can find us on our link tree, which is linktr.ee/thehoodrat recap, or we have a website, www.thehoodratrecap.com.
There you go. Well, that's going to about do it for Bodycam. I'm Derek.
I mean, Mark.
I'm Gaspar.
And I'm Kevin. I didn't know you were waiting for us. Shit, we blew that.
We are podcasters.
Well, we are. We do this. This is some shit we do every so often.
I like your pause for dramatic effect.
You know what? I wanted to make sure that it felt like our show for a minute. you guys are too polished and have your shit together.
Well, now I gotta keep it fucking in. All right. Join us next time and we'll take a look at the story of Japan's revenge after their defeat in World War II. Ben Affleck, Josh Hartnett, Vin Diesel, and Paul Walker star in Pearl Harbor 2: Tokyo's Miffed.